Hello everybody and welcome back to Manifest at Finesse on YouTube. My name is Manifesting Gaia. That is my Twitter, TikTok, and podcast. All the links are down below. And my affirmations list emails down below. And so is my Rampage audio email. It's the same email. And today we're going to be talking about how to get into the state of knowing, how to get into the knowing state, and how to have blind faith when it comes to your desires. First of all, stop viewing the knowing state or having faith or believing in yourself as something that's hard for you to do, something you can't do, something you have trouble doing. Anything you're always telling yourself a negative story about is always going to seem out of reach. So stop doing it. If you want to be able to do it, why would you be telling yourself it's hard to do or that you can't do it? You can get into the knowing state, and you're in the knowing state all the time. You decided for yourself that that job wasn't going to call you back before they didn't, so they didn't, because you were already knowing that they weren't going to call you back. You decided for yourself that your relationship with your SP wasn't going to last before it ended. So you were in the knowing state, and that manifested itself physically. You get into the knowing state first, and then it manifests physically. It's not the other way around. The only reason why you struggle to believe in your desire is because you struggle to believe in yourself. You struggle to believe in your power. You struggle to believe in yourself as the main character, as the operant power. Your outer reality is a reflection of who you're being internally. If you're being someone who isn't sure, if you're being someone who's waiting for the 3D to conform, then nothing can change because you're operating from a lack mindset. You're operating from, I don't have this thing. The knowing state, the wish fulfilled, all of that, it comes from a stable self-concept. When you know who you are, when you know how much power you have, when you know that you create, you finally understand how minuscule circumstances are. Like, circumstances have no power. So if you're struggling with the knowing state, or you're struggling to believe that your desires are coming, or you feel like you need 3D validation and external circumstances to look a certain way before you believe in yourself, you need to work on how you view yourself. You do not view yourself as powerful. You view yourself as circumstances happening to you instead of through you. You need to change your self-concept. You need to start seeing yourself as more powerful. Your desires are not bigger than you. Your desires are not important. Your desires don't have power. You are not nothing without your desires. Your desires are nothing without you. Your desires should not be on your pedestal. You need to be on your pedestal. You need to remind yourself how amazing you are. You need to remind yourself how successful you are. You need to remind yourself that I'm worthy and deserving of the life I want. I'm worthy and deserving of the desires I want. I'm worthy and deserving of the specific circumstances I want. Then you have to stop seeing separation. You have to stop seeing it as, okay, I'm telling myself I'm worthy. I'm telling myself I'm amazing, but they're still doing this, but this is still not happening, but the circumstance looks like this. That's counterproductive. You're canceling it out. You can't tell yourself good stories and then tell yourself bad stories and then be confused why the outcome isn't only good. You have to be disciplined. And a big part of the knowing state is detaching from circumstances. You don't have to forget about your desire completely. I've never understood that logic, and it doesn't make any sense. You can think about your desires all the time, but when you're thinking about your desires, you think about it from the knowing state. I already have this thing. This thing is already manifesting. Everything is always working out for me. No matter what things look like, I always get what I want. I always get what I want. I'm the operant power. I always get what I want. I deserve what I want. I'm worthy of what I want. You detach from the 3D circumstances because there are infinite realities. There are infinite versions of yourself. And not only that, but again, you have to understand your power. Like, if I'm being the person who has my desires internally, then my 3D has to change. And it's not going to change before I change. So I have to stick to it. You don't change for 5 minutes or 5 hours in a day and then go back to who you're being and be like, well, I was in the state for 5 hours today and it didn't change. No, you have to be in that state dominantly. It's not you just get to be there for 2 seconds and your whole reality change. It is about who you are being most of the time. When you're just sitting and not really thinking about anything, does your mind wander to the story that says you don't have it or the story that says you do? People ask, oh, what do I do between the time I desire it and the time it's manifesting? What do I do when it's not in my reality? First of all, that's your problem. You people keep saying it's not here, it's not here. Like, that's what you do in between that time. You make the story dominant. People are like, well, I'm doing that. Oh, I'm doing that. You're not. If you're still asking, what am I doing? You should be living in the knowing state and the wish fulfilled, and it has to fulfill itself. Persistence always fulfills itself. Persistence always fulfills itself. That's it. The knowing state isn't some magical place where only certain people get to go. Everybody has an imagination. Everybody has the power to imagine themselves everywhere. And that's the beautiful thing about imagination. It's equal to everyone. That's why there's nobody who's better at manifesting than you. Nobody has a better imagination than you. Nobody has more power with imagination than you. It is free. It is accessible to everyone. There are no limitations on it. The problem is, you don't see your imagination as your one true and only reality. You don't see it as powerful. You revert back to the 3D when you're like, oh my God, this imagination stuff. Let me go back to my 3D and complain. That's your problem. That's not living in the knowing state. Knowing state comes from a powerful self-concept, detaching from 3D circumstances, and reminding yourself that you're there. The same way that you know, or that you're able to predict bad stuff happening, like, oh my God, I knew that wouldn't last. I knew that I would lose the money. I knew that I wouldn't get paid. I knew this. That's how you need to be with good stuff. You don't need the evidence for it because you never needed evidence for bad things. The only reason why you don't need evidence for bad things and you feel like you need evidence for good things is because your self-concept says bad things are normal and good things are rare. So I can't believe in good things till I see good things happen first. But good things are not going to happen first because things only happen when you change first. And if you're able to believe in bad things without evidence and you can't believe in good things without evidence, it's because your self-concept is bad. Your self-concept is rooted in bad luck. Like, bad things happen, things don't work out for me. Change that story and the knowing state will happen naturally. It happens naturally because I finally realized, like, I am the operant power. I don't know why I'm feeling resistance. Like, this person isn't above me. Like, money is energetic. Money comes to me because I attract money, because money is my best friend. Oh, I'm not going to attach to this job. I'm able to be in the knowing state because why wouldn't they hire me? I'm literally the best employee ever. They would be lucky to have me. Oh, I'm not tripping about the numbers, the 3D shows for my business. I have so many clients. People love me. I make millions of dollars a year. Everything always works out for me. That's who you need to be. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. Stop complicating it. Stop saying it's hard. You're making it hard because you're putting all these limitations and all these restrictions. I can't do it because of this, but my 3D, but this, but that. But it's on you. It is on you to change. It is not on your 3D. Stop waiting for your 3D to change before you change. Stop waiting for your 3D to change before you change. Stop moving with the 3D. Stop doing something and then waiting for it to materialize. That's why I say go straight to the end. That's why I don't manifest in steps, because that's just, in my opinion, you're just looking for 3D validation. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. What reason do you have not to? Believe in yourself and live in your imagination. That's it. And with that being said, that is all for you guys today. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. Remember, you can have anything you want in this universe. Nothing's too big, small, wide, or expensive. I believe in you. You should believe in you. And I'll talk to you in my next video. Bye.